Hi, my name is Diana Dean, and with me is my miracle baby.
My name is Mikailia.
How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
Okay. I don't know if you heard her, but her name is Mikailia Dean, and she's 13 years old, and we're from the Turks and Caicos Islands. Okay, 13 years ago, Abby, as we affectionately call her, was born and was diagnosed with trisomy 21, which is otherwise known as Down syndrome. She also has a heart condition known as TOF, for short tetralogy of Fallot, which means that there are 3 different problems going on with her heart. She has had 2 surgeries so far, and we're actually here in the Bahamas on her annual checkup, just to make sure everything is going well with her heart so far. So thank God she's doing well. Now, when Abby was born, she's our first child, my husband and I. She's our first child, and so it was a very unique experience because we were still very young, and to have our first baby with that condition was, rather devastating, but by God's help, we got over it. We learned to cope, and we learned to deal with the news even from the onset of being told that she was not well. We recognized that God is in control of our situations, and if He saw it fit that this condition should be placed upon her, then He has to have a plan for her life. And so from the beginning, we placed her into His hands. We went into prayer, and we just put the whole situation in God's hands. Despite everything that the doctor told us at her birth, everything was basically negative. She would not walk, she would not talk, she would not be able to do certain things. And every time we saw this doctor, it was always something new that was negative. And every time he spoke with us, it gave us even more reason to pray and to trust God even more. And I am proud to say that her development has been very good. She continues to marvel her doctors. Even today, the doctor says that she's a real inspiration. He admires how well she's developing, and we can only give God thanks for that and the strong family support that we have back home. Abby is not short for love. She's not short on attention. She shines. She's just everywhere. She's a free spirit. Even if we were embarrassed and wanted to hide her, I don't think that would be possible, because she's just the type of child that you cannot keep back. You can't keep her down. She involves herself in every area of her life, in church and even at school. She loves to sing, she loves to dance. Even if there's a program and she's not involved in the program, she would go and let them know that she doesn't have anything to do and they have to give her something to do. And so she's known, to be in the front line all the time. I must say that it's a pleasure having her. It's just an experience that changes your life, but I would say it changes your life for the better, because you learn to pray more, you learn to trust God more, you learn to recognize that anything can happen to you, anything can happen to anyone, but when it happens, you have to know that God is still in control. And so we have trusted God for her for 13 years, and we will continue to do that with the help of her family, extended family and friends, and her dad, who is not here with us today, but he has done all that he can also as a father, because so often fathers will leave families when they realize that there's something wrong with their child. They'd go, they'd leave, but I must say that she has an exceptional father who loves her unconditionally, and she's his pride and joy. She's everyone's pride and joy, so to speak. Everybody celebrates her life, her successes. My church has been extremely supportive. The church members, you know, have been really there for her. They give her all the room she wants to grow. You know, they do not exclude her from anything within the church. And, you know, when she was born, I must say, Pastor Kerr, you know, was like her father to us and a grandfather to her, was, I mean, just a source of strength for us, you know, to overcome the initial shock, you know. And he really was there to pull us through and to keep us grounded, keep our faith grounded. And so, you know, she's showing her muscles very strong. You know, so we give God thanks for all the people that he has put in our lives. And I thank God for my church back home. I thank God for my extended family. I thank God for the support of my husband and her sister and her brother, who has been there for her also, you know, has also helped her to grow and to become the person she is today. You know, her speech is not fully developed, but overall she's a very sociable person, you know, very outgoing, very high-spirited person. I don't know if I can say exactly what I'd want to see the church on a whole, you know, worldwide do for children with special needs, because I don't think I want to speak to it as I'm not aware of too many of the programs. But if I'd say anything, I'd say I'd love to know that there is at least a camp, you know, because they have teen camp, all different types of camp, that there's a camp that is established for children of special needs so that they can be among their peers, you know, people with the common disabilities, and feel comfortable, not feel threatened, you know, or feel less of a person because they're around people who are quote-unquote as normal. So I hope that there is something like that, you know, for them to also share in that kind of experience. And even in the establishment of a school, because I know our church is big on education. So if it's possible that there be a school that is established that caters to children's special needs within the Adventist church, then that would also be good.
I love you, Mom, because I love you, my family, my sister, my brother, my mom, daddy, my husband. I love you because I love you, Mommy. I love you, my family.